He's only worth a couple of dollars chemically. That's a reality. But there's something here. This light is the backdrop for what goes on next.
Yeah, I don't know where to start with this one. See, I've done a lot of study on all this shit, and you've got to check out the words. The word soul means living flesh. It don't mean anything else. Your dog's a living soul. Right? Anything that's living is a soul. It has flesh. Now, the word spirit, right, means breath. It's a Latin word meaning breath. Alright? So when you die and you exhale that last bit of air, you've exhaled your spirit. But somehow through time and religion, they've turned all this shit into something that it's not. So that's how I handle a lot of all that stuff in my study that I've done many years ago. You have to know what the actual words truly mean, then you can get a better understanding of what you're trying to learn.
What is the symptom? Think about that, what I'm saying here carefully. What's the symptom?
What's the symptom
Of the soul.
Look, I don't know what to say, but look, if there is a God and I died, all I know is that my body will go from hot energy, heat, into cold, right? First law of thermodynamics. Hot bodies flow into cold bodies. I'm not talking about actual bodies, but my body will go cold. But that heat that was in my body has to leave me. Now, when that heat leaves my body, it don't got my boy South's name on it. It just goes back to the former heat. Wherever that heat goes, it goes back to God. It goes back to where it needs to go. You know? You can dream up anything you like. You die and then this ghostly spirit leaves you and it leaves the earth and it flies there through the universe and you can make it as delusional as you want. The thing with it all is to try and keep it as logical as possible. It is better to understand. And one thing man's really good for, we're really good at bullshitting to ourselves.
Eventually you'll be okay, as in 0K Kelvin.
That doesn't die, it continues on. Yeah, well, the logic of it is that the soul symptom is consciousness. Alright? Consciousness.
I can understand that, and so is the universe consciousness, if you want to see it like that. You know, I've seen docos there of little children. And I sort of have a thing there for reincarnation. It is a possibility. Maybe we're just recycled souls, we're recycled. We do our time here and then we go back to wherever we came from and we get back in fucking line and when our time comes we come back here and do it all again. It's just most people never ever remember that we do it all again. What's his name? Little Macaulay boy. There's a few people out there, children, have been, remember their pre-life experiences. And there's some unbelievable stuff out there that how could this kid know all this fucking shit? But it all works out to be true when they go through records and military records and the pilot that was shot down and all that sort of stuff. So, look, there is something there. What it is, how it is, who fucking knows? Call it God, call it fate, and call it what you want. Who fucking knows? What was his name? Bob Lazar. I done a lot of study on Bob Lazar long ago. He's the guy at Area 51 and exposed all that stuff long time ago. In his thing is saying he read all these files. He was given a room and he read all these files. Hang on. And the aliens were supposed to come from Zeta. Is it Zeta? I think it was Zeta, is what he said. Not that I'm believing that, But in that letter, in that file he was reading, it said that humans were containers. That's the one that pricked my ears. and made me think, oh yeah, well, spirit, God, reincarnation. It's another word, isn't it? Container. We're a container. We're only passing through. You can look at it as we're only passing through. If you want to believe we came from somewhere and we're going somewhere, we're only passing through, aren't we?
Karma's there in the Bible too, if you think about it logically. As you sow, so shall you reap. It's just karma, isn't it?
Yeah. Strangely enough, I was talking to someone last night and he was telling me about an aerial. And the other guys have been talking about this aerial for a while on someone's house, but nobody ever went and done anything about it. And he ended up going and getting it. And I gave him the Bible scripture, you know. I said they should have known, you know, the other guys that wanted the aerial should have known the Bible scripture. How's it go? How's it fucking go? Ask and you will be given, it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. See, that's not a biblical thing. That's a thing that if you use that in your life, you know, ask. If you ask somebody for something, you know, it's a chance you'll be given it. You don't have to fucking steal it. If you look for things, you seek for things, a job, blah, 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 girlfriend, whatever, fame, fortune, you will find. You know, ask and it will be given to you. Knock and the door will be open to you. It's real simple.
Yeah, all of those sayings actually come from the Bible or from biblical quotes and stuff, you know, like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush and all of these things, a lot of things that are said. A lot of people say things unknowingly that come from the Bible. They're just sayings. They don't even realise they come from the Bible, but there's shitloads of them.
Yeah, no, you don't have to tell me. If you only knew how many Bibles and how much literature and how many years I done study, mister. Everyone else on the site could already tell you they've heard me preach for fucking years and years and years. But, yeah. No, you're not talking to Mr. Dumbo. I'm not a Dumbo. I've done more study and could quote more things from the Bible than most fucking people.
Yeah, and the universe, the same way they say the universe, you ask the universe for something and it will deliver. It's all a state of consciousness. Isn't it Buddha meditated for 7 years and became enlightened?
Yeah, I've done a bit of study on him too, but yeah, so that's how it goes, man. A little bit over it. But I just always think, there's no one that can really talk to me. I don't have to be on radio. I could be on the phone. I could have someone here. There's always someone mentioning something that makes me flash back to something that I've learnt in the Bible that I pluck out. And I give it to them. I feed it to them. I don't hold it back or anything like that. It's just how I've been. It's just how I am. Knowledge is knowledge.
Listen, everyone, get the fuck out of here.
There's some mud duck there talking on Simplex that no one's listening to.
I'm having a few cans tonight. I'm hoping to achieve a higher state of unconsciousness.
Well, who knows, man? Who knows that, you know, it wasn't the magic weed or the magic mushroom, you know? Who knows what enlightened them? Who got man, primitive man, on this path in the first place? You know? It depends on a whole lot of things. If you believe in evolution, well then, we were once a monkey, we climbed out of the trees and we got down on the ground. Let's say the trees all caught on fire, so we had to get out of there. They were destroyed, so we climbed down on the ground and we walk along the ground trying to find a new place to live. We get hungry, we don't know what to eat because we only know what to eat what was in the trees. We see this big fucking dinosaur fucking dung on the fucking ground there. You know, and from it is growing a toadstool. Oh yeah, we'll pick that and fucking have a nibble on that and we'll flip the fucking turd over. Underneath is all these bugs and beetles, we'll fucking munch into them. And he goes on this humongous fucking trip, man, where he starts to believe in all sorts of fucking things.
Hey Paul, they said the museum in London in 1848 invented the word dinosaur. Previously to that, there was no such thing as dinosaurs.
Right, I always thought it was around about 1890 Yeah, no dinosaur in the Bible. They're called creatures in the Bible.
Yeah, but the Museum of London were the first to initiate in 1848.
Yeah. Darwin didn't fucking evolve very far. He fucking married his cousin, the fucking inbred cunt.
Natural History Museum.
Anyway, Darwin didn't do all that work and find out all that shit. He's fucking offside of Willis did all the fucking work. Darwin only fucking financed the shit. He just put the money in. It was Willis that went all over the world fucking writing all this shit and collecting all this shit.
Yeah, Roger. And it's the same with Einstein. Einstein's wife was the genius, not him.
I don't know, but if that's so, she would have had a fantastic pussy.
He did have a fantastic career. It was amazing. And if you actually look,
I said pussy.
was before Einstein.
I said fucking pussy, not career.
The bullshit Jew. Stein. But supposedly she was a genius and she actually told him a lot of stuff and then he reiterated it.
So that's how it goes. Come back in another 2,000 years, dude, and everybody will believe in the Big Bang. Everybody will believe we came from fucking monkeys. Everybody will believe in the Matrix. Everybody will believe that God's inside the fucking television screen. And so on with the technology, and time will go by that everybody will... The truth is gone, mate. It's gone. It's whatever truth is theirs, it's all fucking gone. It's just a delusional world of buy, sell, consume, reproduce, and become a fucking working for the government, paying fucking tax in debt.
That's right. History is written by the victors.
Einstein was a bit of a square, man.
He was E equals MC squared.
Roger.
The history, because they told you. What about the history they didn't tell you?
Right, if you want to truly believe in anything, so be it. If they can give a placebo to somebody and get somebody to believe that they were getting the medication and it healed them, we have something there. We have something to... We can stooge ourselves into something and truly believe it. Maybe we can make things happen.
Hey, if energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, fuck, I've got a lot of energy, man.
It's a country called Japan. Belief's not going to get me there, is it? Hey, I saw it on the MASH episode.
Japanese, the Shinto religion, I think Buddhist and Shinto, there's 1% Christian. 1% of Japanese are Christian. But guess what? The whole Japan does Christmas. All of them do Christmas because they have great fun doing that shit. They don't believe it though.
They have KFC Christmas. Bullshit anyway. So belief's not going to get you there. I believe there's a country called Japan, but that belief's not going to get me there, is it? I'm going to take steps to learn, to go there and find out if it does exist. So belief is just a fucking a nonsense bullshit. Believe in a country called Terraria?
Yeah, Roger, mister, for sending me that. I was looking at the link before, and I noticed it's South Africa. Was I looking at the right one? It's fucking South Africa.
Is it the missing link?
Anyway, what's next? We can't talk about this shit forever, they'll get pissed off.
Nah, you're educating them. A little bit of education.
I like Japanese, Santa. I just sent you a picture, Paulie.
I tell you what, yeah, little Japanese Asian girl, oh, yummy, yummy.
Japanese have KFC Christmas, where you have to book it like a month or so beforehand to actually order the chicken. You hear about that?
I'm trying to... You reckon that's the Japanese Santa? He sent me a picture of a crucifix with Santa in his outfit, crucifix to the cross, crucified to the cross.
Roger.
That's not very Christmassy.
He's only a pedophile bastard anyway. Fucking Santa. S-A-N-T-A. Take the N out and move it 3 places to the right, and he got Satan. And he's even the fucking right colour too.
Roger that.
They did a Futurama.
Clayton Lucas.
I'm not going to repeat that one. Nowhere near it. No fucking... You got the wrong side, man. No, the name is on the opposite side of the scale, mister, not that one. No, what? I would never even say it. The title is too fucking holy to be said, to be given to a person like that.
Letters though.
They say God's coming back. When is he coming back?
Never.
There you go, there's one back for you. Just have a look what's meant to be.
Can't come back if you were never there in the first place.
Is that like the tree in the woods?
It's really been bastardised a long time ago. That's all. A lot of good people in it, but...
I love it, Paulie. Is Charlie Langston down there listening?
Must be.
He certainly is, Stanley. Good evening there, kind sir. You said I was kind. You are to me. Listening to this religious dissertation. Yeah, Roger.
I'm kinder off tap.
Do you believe in God, Charlie?
N-O. God lives in Werribee.
That's more like fucking Boozlebub or whatever his name is.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub, that's the one. That's all.
Is that like Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars?
He's you don't know the Bible, mate.
Or the Queen song.
Yeah, it's in there too. He should know that, see? He should fucking know that, and he doesn't, see? See how things can fly you by so fast that you don't even notice them?
If you record and play it backwards, it says that hidden message.
You're on the fucking wrong drugs, mate.
One of the heavy metal ones, what, AC/DC or one of those bands, you play it backwards.
See, you're easily led into the bullshit. You're easily led. Not only are you easily led into the bullshit, you also advertise it too. Listen to me.
Man, that's all tish love.
Mate, I'm gonna get the method, mate. I'm gonna get the fucking Beatles album there, mate. I'm gonna fucking play it, fucking reverse and trip right out.
What was that? Something about Paul McCartney being Superman or some shit like that?
I never heard that one. I heard stories long ago that he died and passed away, and the one there is not the real one. He's what you call it?
Clone.
Yeah, Roger. That's it. Clone.
I remember hearing one of the reverse bullshit things many years ago, probably 30 odd years ago or so, that Paul McCartney is Superman.
You get any of that gear today, Big?
No, it's a lot better these days, actually. Tie sticks back then were fucking pathetic. Although I've got to admit the hash was a lot better then.
Toy stick.
Man, they were fucking bad. Alright, if you needed a lot of seeds.
All the new shows and starties, Channel 31.
Sounds like that's it, kids. Sunday school's over.
It's the hour of power for evangelical atheists.
You see how much money they make in America? Those emails?
That's fucking ridiculous, man.
Private jet.
And it's all fucking tax-free.
Yeah, exactly. The more money you give, the closer you get to heaven.
And their gods are not very fucking good. You can't handle fucking money, mate.
The problem with those donations is you can't prove whether it works or not until you fucking die. They're selling a product that doesn't exist. Can you imagine? After that.
Oh, I don't know, man, about that. I don't know. See, even in the Bible there's Hermeticism. People don't know Hermeticism to see Hermeticism. But if you know anything about vibration, gender, as above, so below, for a reaction there's a reaction, magnetism, everything is dual. Now, if everything is dual, which it is, you know, we've got hot water and hot and cold, They are two different things, but they're all on the same scale. Can you tell where hot starts and cold finishes? Not really. So there's two things on the one scale. So if you're going to bring the God factor into the equation, then there has to be a Satan factor. Now, with light being good and dark being bad, and that goes back to masonry and primitive man, when it got cold and dark, and creepy crawlies and the nocturnals came out at night, it would have been very scary for the cavemen and all those sorts of things. But when the sun came up, it was warm. It was good. We could now see. So darkness was man's greatest fear. So that's where it all sort of derives from, the light and the dark. Oh, I'm trying to work out where I was going here now. So if there's light and dark and good and bad, well then the God is good and the Satan is bad. And there has to be two of them that come, and they only exist inside us. If you take man off the planet of the earth, all people, God don't exist. The animals don't need God. They don't need any of that shit. They don't even look up at the sky at night to see the stars. They don't give a fuck about that shit. It's not even in their equation. If you take man out of the equation, God and Satan don't exist. Put man into the equation, and they do. They exist in the hearts and the minds of people. You know? That's how I see it. Anything that's evil, whether there's a Satan or not, it's still evil. You can put it to a name to it and all that sort of stuff, but it's got to come from somewhere.
And that's all because we have reasoning. Our brains have developed a lot further, and when you have reasoning but you don't have understanding and explanation, then superstition comes into it. Once you have a better understanding, that superstition goes out the window.
Yeah, temptation's a big one. Peer pressure, people and temptation. That's one of our biggest flaws.
Yeah, Roger.
In him, God created man. Actually, if you do read that story, you'll find he created man 2 times. That's another thing people don't see in there. He created him 2 times.
Especially after the flooding from Noah's Ark.
Not only that, there was also 2 Eves. Huh? There was the Eve, or Lilith. Read up on Lilith. She's the first woman. Lilith, the first woman, wouldn't let Adam be on top. She wanted to be on top. Anyway, she got banished from the garden, and that's where we get the word lullaby. We do our baby and our children to sleep with a lullaby, because she was known, superstitious-wise, that she took newborn children. Got that. A lot of them, got that. Yeah, she took, Well, anyway, I don't know it all. I know a bit about it, but that's all.
think I much prefer Lilith than Eve.
Yeah, I'd take Lilith at my age. I'll lay down, she can sit on top, mate, as long as she likes.
Give her my phone number.
Be alright if she's up with the modern times, she'll be able to do the twist too.
Just get one of those tables that rotisserate, like with a hole in the middle.
What, a stripper pole?
I like one of those serving tables that, that you can rotate so that whatever's on the table turns around to other people sitting there, but it's got the hole in the middle for the umbrella, but you just take the umbrella out.
Like the Chinese banquet tables.
Roger.
The full conversation about God, and you educated everyone on the science, no carriers.
How much for that?
Amen. Anyway, I can't see any harm in it. Maybe some sinners out there might find a bit of godliness, I don't know.
Oh, I know how to make people start fucking arcing up.
Is it true cleanliness is next to godliness?
Why wouldn't it not be?
I know, right?
Oh, my goodness, let's use both hands.
Listen, if you're going to meet God, I hope you fucking clean, man, had a shower. I hope you didn't just shit yourself and smell like a fucking sewage farm. I don't think he'd want to meet you.
Or wipe your ass with one of your hands.
Or shake your hand with one of your fucking hands that you wipe your ass and pick your nose and fucking pick your scalp with.
But God created man in all his essence and glory, so hence nothing will be taboo.
Did he?
If God created man in his image, why can't we fucking see everything that's going on?
Yeah, look, maybe they did fucking come here from another planet and manipulate our fucking DNA. And we're just a small portion of what they really are. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, the Anunnaki.
If you want to get things more active on here, we could always start talking about fucking antennas and shit.
My antenna's bigger than your antenna.
I don't know, how many elements have you got on yours, man?
My coax is thicker than your tick on a hard one.
I'm not going there.
But is it erect?
Oh, mate, don't worry, it's solid as a fucking rock.
What is it, 5-50?
The coax nearly holds the antenna up and I don't even need a pole.
5-50?
Roger, got quite a fair few lines of that stuff, about 4 of them.
Yeah, Roger. I've got some 4-50, but yeah, I'll probably put some 7-50 up in the future.
I've got another 3 or 4 lines of that too.
Oh, your audio's dropping out.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm wriggling my mic. Roger.
So the coax holds up the whole antenna, so the pole is just there for looks. That's all. The coax does all the job.
Oh yeah, my coax is the god, mate. Yeah, believe it. Yeah, it's the god. Fucking. What, do you seriously think that the coax is going to hold the fucking antenna up for 12 dB? Better like fuck, mate.
My next antenna that I'm putting together soon is probably going to end up about 18 dB, I reckon.
And what's that going to be?
Probably about 20 element beam.
You make a loop Yagi, mate. You want gain, long Yagi, loop Yagi, mate.
Yeah, he gave me one, but unfortunately I don't have it anymore.
Who gave you one?
You did.
Hang on. When did I give you a loop Yagi? I don't fucking remember. Mate, I must have been on good shit then. If that would have been for 23 centimetres, not this band.
Roger.
Fucking hell, mate. Yeah, I don't remember.
When I was living in Sunbury.
Alright, yeah, see, Neil on ATV, I made one for him, and I made one for Brett, CK3AOB, that's no longer on ATV and lives in Ballarat. Chris Mick CH, he's got a UHF Yagi that I made, the ones I used to make, and a Luke Yagi. I was making them for everyone.
Yeah, Roger. I'll get around to making one myself one of these days. It's just I don't have it 23 centimetres available at the moment. I used to have that Yamaha one that I got through, or that fucking Japanese bloody Bai thing that you put me onto.
Alright. Yeah, no, I wish I had me Luke Yagi for this band. Cut for this band was 5.2 metres long. I think it was about 22 elements, and roughly about 18 dB gain. Roughly. It's hard to get that amount of gain and quoted, but yeah, no, it worked good. I could slam any repeater anywhere. It didn't matter. Channel 1 there in the northern suburbs and all that Ballarat. I'd slam it with that antenna, mister, and I'd only have it 6.5 metres off the ground.
Yeah, well, I'm toying with the idea of co-phased, I don't know, maybe 18 to 20 elements or something like that. That should do the job all right. With a rotator, I can go anywhere then.
Have you got the rotator?
Not yet. I've got to work on the mast yet too. I'm thinking of going 12 metres and putting X300 up on top of that with the Yagis just below it.
Alright, just go for a vertical. It sounds like it's too much of a journey and it's going to take too long, and want to get out a bit better a bit earlier than that.
Well, if I'm putting the meter up, going the Yagis and the rotator's not going to be much of an effort compared to putting the mast up itself. I've got friends in the industry, so it's not a big drama getting that shit happening.
Right, we're rock stars. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's all. Hey, say it all while you can, guys. Hey, kick it to me.
I reckon two co-phased 20 elements on 477 should do reasonably well. Probably, 20, 21, 22 dB?
Yeah, like I said, mister, once you get to about 18, it's hard to get that 18. So anything after that, you know, you've got to understand the factory's not making it, you're making it, and you're talking to UHF, things are within 0.5 and 0.3 and 0.7 of a millimetre. It's going to be hard to, you know, so you could assume that you may get that amount of gain, but whether you do or not, it's hard to tell.
Oh yeah, you might not get exactly what you're sort of aiming for, but you're getting closer. The more you can focus it, less to the side, less to the back, more to the front, it's all working better in that respect.
Yeah, I don't know about two. I don't think you need two. It's just too much of a monstrosity, too much stress and strain on the rotator if you ain't got it in a tower and just on a pole. Just use the one beam and make it a long yard. You know, you want the game, make it a long yard. You make it a short yard. You like all these little 6 and 10 element fucking things that are, you know, as long as you can put your arms apart, you know, make a long yard. Right? Number 1 factor. Number 2 factor, don't use 10mm tubing. Use 6mm tubing.
Oh, there's reasons why I'm going to do 2, and it's balancing more than anything. If you're going to go 18, 20 elements or something like that, you don't want to be mounting it from the end. You want to sort of mount it from the centre. And when you mount it from the centre, you don't want vertical mounting on the mast. You want horizontal mounting, especially you got vertical polarisation. So you got a horizontal pole, mount that to the mast. You got 2, one on one side, one on the other side. Helps balance things out weight-wise. It just works out perfect, man.
And what are you going to phase it with? A combiner or phasing harness?
Haven't worked that out yet. Probably just a phasing harness.
I can tell you how to make the combiner, you know that. It's pretty simple. You just need a bit of 25 by 25mm tubing, cut for half a wavelength, and the inside tubing 19 by 19mm.
Whichever way I go, it doesn't really matter as long as it works out just to be a power divider. That's the main thing.
Look, I may even have one left. I may have one. Don't know if it's 70 centimetres or 63 centimetres. I know I gave my 2 metre. I had a 2 metre one I made that nobody ever wanted it. I gave it away. I gave it to Craig. Not that he'd probably use it, but yeah, I gave it to Craig a long time ago. But that's the best, a combiner. That's how it was easier. You're going to sit there, work out odd multiples, blah, 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 T-connectors and all this bullshit and all this excessive line. The combiner's magic. Whatever length of cable you put on that side of that antenna is the same length of cable on that side of the antenna, and it can be any length. And it doesn't have to be odd multiples, and it doesn't have to be 75 ohm. It's 50 ohm. And you just plug that into the combiner, that into the combiner. Combiner does it all. You don't have to fuck around with all this extra bullshit and losses.
Yeah, Roger, it makes life a lot easier, that's for sure.
And not only that, the combiner's a waveguide. What goes in this hole comes out those holes. Nothing lost.
Yeah, Roger, unless you've got a mismatch at the output.
There's electrical field going around the cable if you've got a phasing harness. There is losses there.
No, it doesn't matter which way you do it, there's going to be losses. It's a matter of applying the way that you're doing it correctly, and you can get the optimum result. Phasing harness can work well if you do it the right way. Combiner can do it well if you do it the right way. Either have their advantages and disadvantages.
No, I'd see losses in phasing harness, mister, because you've got length of line. You've got all this extra line you don't fucking need. That's what you got. Alright? Unless it's super duper beautiful cable, it's going to have losses. If it's going to be 213 or something of that nature, it's going to have losses. You don't get, you know, and that's a loss from the feed line to the harness to the antenna. That's a lot of fucking area in cable. Most of the time. Because you're going to spread them apart and do all that bullshit. Where a combiner, it's, you know, plug and play, mate. You don't lose anything. What goes from the end of the cable into the combiner comes out directly to the antennas at the shortest lengths of line possible, which will be only a bee's dick of what a phasing harness is.
True, but you always are going to encounter insertion losses which need to be taken into account.
Not when I root my Sheila. I'm just being funny.
Roger. Now that's when you get pull-out losses. Or that's return loss.
we are here in the future. We're not living in the past anymore, mister. I know I was thinking about it the other day when I used to live in North St Albans around about 1988. I had a 620 radio. I had a Tokyo high power amateur radio, UHF 70 centimetre, 60 watt amplifier, tuned up on this band. It put out about 40 watts. And that going through a 6 dB antenna in St Albans North, we're talking just around the corner from the Red Rooster up there, if you know where it is. I used to lead the locals into Ballarat Buninyong repeater, mate. They all had 5 watts and I had 45 fucking watts. Well, times have changed, man. You got to beef your station up these days. If you don't, you're not in it. You have to take a ticket and get to the back of the queue like everybody else. Yeah, times have changed, mister. Put up good. You're a man of fucking cash anyway. You should be able to go buy yourself a fucking super duper 12 dB and some 5-50 heliacs. You'll spunk it up all these cunts backs.
It's coming, mate.
Hey, I'm on a handheld.
I'm on a handheld at the moment.
I've got one hand on my microphone, the other one on my handheld.
I'm actually on a handheld.
I know. So's Charlie. Did you hear Charlie out there?
Yeah, g'day.
Hey, mate.
Hey, I'm on a handheld too. People have seen the pictures.
Invasion of the handheld.
Yeah, I'm getting all holding it up.
Know where this conversation's going.
I'm on the radio card, the crystal radio.
My handheld's bigger than yours.
Has it got a floppy?
It wasn't bigger than mine in 1976. Mate, my thing was a fucking mate. Had a 9-foot telescopic fucking whip antenna on it.
Definitely had floppy disks in 1976.
Took 10 AA fucking battery and weighed a fucking ton. Had 3 channels and only 1 watt.
Interesting place to put it, though.
I don't know.
I've got my 27 meg one, Paul.
What one is that?
Realistic.
That real, yeah. Yeah. All right, that's the black one with the silver sides.
Roger. Massive antenna, yes?
Roger.
Is that a handy-tandy?
From the electronics.
Oh my god, Andy Electronics.
They were all right, Tandy. Their micron-to-fee range power meter was good. Their beams were good. Their 5/8 wave ground planes were very, very popular. And if 5/8 wave ground planes were still around, everybody would have one.
Whatever happened to Tandy?
I don't know. I think they're still going in America. I don't know. Someone bought them out. No, maybe Dick Smith or someone bought them out. I don't know.
What's the joke with Tandy? Every time you buy batteries or something from there, they always ask you for your postcode.
I don't know. Ask you for your postcode, but they'd also want your address, didn't they? That was about sending the magazine, trying to get more business out of you.
Yeah, maybe initially was the address, but then afterwards it was just your postcode. I was like, my battery, what do you think is my postcode?
Oh, well, I suppose it works for stock inventory, see what's being used in what areas, see what needs to be stocked in what areas.
That's all. Where all the customers are coming from, is our shop too far away? Should we move it?
Probably one of the earliest forms of marketing in that regard.
Dick Smith was a pretty smart bloke. Who else would fucking tow a fucking iceberg into Sydney Harbour?
For the Bundy.
Or drive a bus over multiple cars?
Or fly a helicopter all the way up north.
Or fly a balloon around the world?
Then he complained nobody was eating his Dick Smith peanut butter and the jelly and whatever.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the Dick cheese.
Yeah, that wasn't a good seller.
Yeah, I need Dick cheese with Vegemite, yeasty cheese.
Oh, you had to go there.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, I suppose I did.
He done well off the stock exchange, didn't he? Quick Google that.
I made a ton of his projects, digital frequency counters and capacitance meters and audio generators. One thing I spew and I didn't get into, that I didn't have enough money at the time because I had a family, I wanted to make his 100-watt UHF amplifier. I wanted to fucking get that one and I could never have fucking afford it. I was spewing when they weren't making them no more.
Yeah, I've built many a Dick Smith kit, but yeah, they were good fun in those days. Yeah, but VK2DIK, good bloke.
Seen his airport and that he's got?
Negative.
Yeah, I viewed it once. Oh, his airport, he's got an airport. It's not a big airport, you know.
Oh, I'd imagine it wouldn't be huge, but yeah, I'd imagine it'd have something set up like that.
Type that in the Google and see what...
Will do later.
Big, you were saying about the second Yagi, but between the first and second is an extra 2.1 dB.
Sorry, what was that, man?
For the, you said you were going to get co-phase them or whatever. For the extra Yagi or beam, is it an extra 2.1 dB?
Oh, I couldn't tell you exactly off the top of my head. I'd have to jump online and check out. My state of alcohol consumption at the moment prohibits me from doing such things effectively.
Look, probably, the talk is generally around about 3 dB, but you don't really get that. Yeah, he's probably right, about 2.1, something like that. Yeah, he'd be probably close.
And it's better than sort of going an extra 2 or 3 metres in length.
So what's the story, Big? Just asking questions. So you've got two-phased Yagis. How many wavelengths are you putting them apart? Are you going to try and focus them in together by only having them one wavelength apart, so you've got a narrow beam and all this gain in the centre, or you're going to spread it apart and try and get a wide beam with the same gain?
It's more focused, narrow beam. Probably half wavelength or just over.
The wider it is, the more capture area you'll have, but more people will hear you too when you transmit, where if you narrow it, you'll still have the same gain. It's just sort of more focused at pinpoint.
Which has advantages for RX side of things as well, especially with a rotator.
Roger.
He wants to be able to light fires from 100 kilometres away.
Evening, sir.
Morning.
What's for day?
What's going on?
Same shit, another day, man.
Just another day in the paradise.
Hey, how's me handheld getting out?
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. It's come a long way.
Roger.
You missed the Jesus talk.
It's alright. It looks like I got here just in time then.
Roger.
Oh, I must wander from the couch to the kitchen to the fridge and I'll be back. Hey, maybe I'll set up a rotator with azimuth and elevation and start doing some 477 EME work.
Sorry, mister, I missed that.
Hey, when I set these dual Yagis up, maybe I'll set it up with rotator with azimuth and elevation. Start doing some 477 EME work.
Good luck. There's no one to come back to you, mate.
Maybe the aliens will.
Well, point at the fucking moon. You can do that right now with any frequency. Point it straight up in the sky. The sky is moving all the time up there from one side to the other. I thought about that a long time ago, you know that. So I've got a 1.5 metre dish out there. I was going to make a feed and having it fed with heliax, and I was going to put 23 centimetre signal up there, straight up in the sky. Oh yeah. Maybe they can hear us anyway, those satellites out there. I'm sure there's heaps of them listening.
There's plenty of old military satellites that are now being pirated.
It probably fucking is too, I wouldn't doubt it.
There is. You can listen to them. You can talk on them if you dare. I've got to show you this big, I don't know if you're interested in it. It has a 1 watt, 10 gig FET transistor in it. This is a piece of white commercial equipment. It has a little funnel on the front. It's set up as a ground base. It puts 30 watts out, and it's what they use to link into the transponders from the ground to communicate. I was going to wreck it, and eventually when I was getting into 10 gigs, I played with gun diodes and all that sort of shit. I was going to use this 1 watt transistor, this 1 watt FET. 1 watt's a lot of energy at 10 gigs. Fucking hell, mate. You fucking make damage with that. But yeah, I've got a machine in the backyard there, and it has all sorts of connections, and that's what it used to be used for. Puts out probably 30 watts or maybe more. I don't know. I don't even know how many it might have 2 frequencies. It might have an input and an output. I don't know. I was given to it like 30 years ago, and I left it in my shed, and I never progressed any further than gun diodes and shit. And yeah, I just never got there.
I can see on I lost that shit that I had in Sunbury. I had a couple of 18 gig dishes, outdoor units, indoor units, all that sort of shit. That would have been nice to play with.
Too bad you didn't have any photos.
Well, yeah, I probably don't anymore either.
Anyway, if I get the balls tomorrow, I'll go outside and I'll go down to the shed and take a photo of this thing. It was given to me, Neil BCU. Yeah, Neil got them, because he worked there at the airport. He used to anyway. And he gave us all one of these each. And there you go. You're going to make something in 10 gigs. It's got a 1 watt FET transistor in it for 10 gigs. Fucking hell. And at that time, to buy the thing would have cost you a fucking arm and a leg.
Yeah, Roger. I might make some inquiries, man, because I've got contacts that work in the RF industry that do, short-range microwave links and all that sort of shit. And there might be some gear that's been pulled out and surplus and shit like that that we might be able to play with.
Yeah, I have no interest in 10 gigs. I've got an exciter there for 2.4 gigs that I was playing with. I've got a 2.4 gig preamp, and I've got a 23 centimetre preamp, and I've got heaps of shit in the shed I used to play with. I should give all those gun diodes to you. You'll probably do something with them. They come off door stoppers, the door openers. They were the old door openers. A gun diode in a cavity sort of thing there, funnel, feed, and side by side it has a mixing diode and a feed. And you know how that shit works. It bounces 10 gig signal out, which runs on 8 volts. Hits a wall and bounces back, and when the beam's broken, the door opens.
Yeah, Roger.
So the only thing wrong with a gun diode, it runs on 8 volts, is heat and stability. It drifts a little bit. But if you just put a tantalum capacitor on the positive line and insert some video, you got video at 10 gigs, you know that.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's not hard to get the right setup happening.
Yeah, look, I made feed horns and fucking waveguides and waveguide filters, and I've got to find all this shit and give it to you, man. It's no good to me.
Yeah, Roger. Well, in the past you have given me a lot of shit like that, but like I said, I had a bit of a shit happen situation in Sudbury, so I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it was much appreciated at the time, and yeah, I've got different life situation now, so anything that you do pass on to me, I'll be certainly hold on to it these days and making use of it.
I hope you're going to be permanent for the next 15 years or something. You don't want to be doing all that setting up and then move fucking 1 year later.
Oh, look, where I am at the moment, I don't know, maybe for the next year or two, I'll probably find out a bit more in the next 6 months or so, but regardless, I still want to be playing around, experimenting and shit like that, so whether I've got to put stuff up and pull it down, that's irrelevant until getting there and playing around, that's all the fun of the hobby, man.
Yes, there's a lot of that shit there. A lot of that southeast Queensland 5.5 meg soundboards. It's only a little board, fucking, 25 mil by 35 mil or something. I just got to find out where I've put all this shit.
Yeah, roger that. I know what it's like putting shit somewhere and then trying to remember where the fuck it is.
I've even got a box there, a jiffy box, like a frequency counter box with a 5.5 meg soundboard in it. It has a video board in it. It has de-emphasis in it. What else does it have? Oh, and it's got a video inverter. I put an inverter in it, so, if we've done any transmitting between two people, you flick the inverter, it just inverts, everything by 180, and anyone watching normally can't see it. All they see is shit.
Yeah, roger. Well, these days I probably wouldn't be so much into the analogue side of TV and stuff like that. When I've got the software-defined radio, I can do all that sort of thing in software, whether it be analogue, digital, whatever. I can do DTV, S-based, ATV, all that sort of stuff very easily with the hardware and software I've got at the moment.
Okay, you're telling me that all my stuff is BC before fucking Christ. Yeah, Roger, I understand.
Oh yeah, look, don't get me wrong, experimenting with that stuff in the past has sort of gotten to where we are now. And to be quite honest, it's so much easier doing it in the digital domain.
So maybe when they put that fucking 2.4 thing at Mount Macedon, I might keep this little 2.4 gig exciter and just try a few fucking, I think it does about 50 milliwatts or something. 50 milliwatts. Oh yeah, might have to try and put a little antenna just low on the roof, point at Mount Macedon and see if I can get in with 50 milliwatts. I'll just analog in it, they're digital. Yeah.
I should get a little amp happening myself. I mean, I can only do probably 5 to 10 milliwatts out of the SDR. Yeah, I need to get that happening a little bit better. Maybe a small loop Yagi and 100, 200 milliwatts or so that might just do the job nicely.
Yeah, that's it.
In the bum.
That's it. Talking about loop Yagis, what have you still got up here? So you got a couple of smaller or higher frequency loop Yagis. What have you got? 2.4 or something up there, have you? Or somewhere around that 1200 meg or something, is it?
That's 12 ATV, 1250 meg, 233 elements, phased with a combiner.
Yes, that's been up there for yonks, that, hasn't it?
Yeah, that was my ATV antenna set.
That's it. Still up there. I remember seeing that years ago. It hasn't changed.
The antennas on the tower got no cables going to them. I ripped them down. I was going to take them down a long time ago. They just haven't got there.
No worries. That's all. That's a freaking far loop yard out pretty bad. Get something happening.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've got no way to rotate it. I sold my rotator and all that shit, mate. What I am thinking about making a 12 dB, or maybe something a little bit bigger, like I made all those other antennas, like I made my 23 centimetre antenna. 10mm copper pipe in the centre of 213. I'm thinking about making that. Where I'm going to get a blank for it from, I don't know, but I was thinking about making it because I've got a funny feeling somewhere down the line I'm going to cook this one.
I think so.
What makes you say that, man?
What makes me say what? Because I'm going to cook my antenna.
Roger.
Well, being like 12 dB, what can it handle? What's its power rating?
No comment. I don't want to discuss it any further.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're that good. Yeah, the Benelux ones. I've cooked one. That's all.
Then stop putting them in the oven.
I think my homemade Yagis will handle the power better.
Yeah, that's what I reckon too. I reckon my 19 element loop Yagi will handle the juice no problem. I've just got to put a better feed line on it. Something that can handle a bit more juice than what I've got at the moment. Probably LMR or something, I don't know.
Well, I'm running 213 and it's only 11 element at the moment, but it's not bad from a handheld.
Yes.
How's the driven element set? Is it a gamma match? Or is it coax down, 75 ohm coax going around the tube, acting as a balance? Well, that 75 amp, even those antennas I used to make, it maybe handle 100 watts, but it's only little shitty 75 ohm cable, so if you're going to put a few hundred watts up something like that, it's definitely going to cook too.
I've got a hairpin match at the moment.
Roger. Oh, the ATV broadcast, but tonight Tuesday, give me a look. No, fucking no, every day is Sunday, I mean. Yeah, it's Tuesday. The ATV would be on now. It'd probably be 20 minutes into it.
Yeah, I might give it a miss this week.
Yeah, last week wasn't interesting. They are 2-gram men with a fucking crystal set, mate. I like sitting under the fucking an AM broadcast transmitter trying to get the globe to light. Fucking hell.
I might jump on during the future once I've got TX sort of things happening. That'd be good fun.
That's all. Key up and go, hey dude, look at me, I'm Tinkerbell, I can fly.
That's it. We're going to go boom, boom, boom. That's all one must do. One must go boom, boom, boom.
You find that not many of them do go on there, that. They're on the repeater and stuff, but they're not on the repeater when it's being broadcasted. They'd all play on ATV. You'd probably see it for its BACC, but weekly repeater people, there ain't a lot there.
I'll get into it once I've got the equipment set up.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to go and show them all sorts of toys you play with and make.
Sorry, what was that, man?
I'm sure you'll have a lot of things to show, all the toys you've made and the things you're into. I'm sure they'd be interested.
Oh yeah, Roger, especially the way that I'll be getting into it too. Anyway, I'm going to sit on the side for 10:15. I've got a couple of things to do. I'll be back.
Yeah, I need a cup of tea.
By the way, the channel's open for anyone else to have a discussion at the moment until we get back.
You reckon they won't use it unless you tell them?
You tell me that. Sounds clear. They're all listening. Oh, the beep is back on 2, but looks at that buzzer. The buzzer's on 2. Yeah, just keyed up to Shepherd and Repeater, I think.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said this morning? What I was keying up?
Nah.
Yeah, when I spoke to you, I just finished keying up the Channel 4 and the Channel 6 repeater. It was fucking booming in, mate. The signal was so strong, like fuck. You look at that Tropo index thing, you'll see it's moving over. And you can see we've got a bit of a high pressure right over Victoria at the moment. I'm surprised, I haven't gone and tried it, but it's surprised that it's not here yet.
No, it's not a bit of a high pressure. It's probably one of the biggest high pressures we've had for a while. What is it? Around 1,037 hectopascals at the peak. That's pretty full on for high pressure system.
Anyway, I just done the rounds, nothing out there.
There's a shitstorm on Channel 6. I think there's like 2 or 3 repeaters up on there at the moment.
Fucking blew a fuse again.
Good. Okay, Jack. Okay, not anyone here.
כן, בשיר חוד הזה דבר. כנראה חוד. כן. חולים נא.
Brings back some memories. NITV, Australia in colour. I'm watching them turn there. I'm watching the ABC in black and white. They're black and white TVs. Yeah, mate.
Making programs proves expensive, and Australians are increasingly exposed to content more cheaply from America. By the end of the 1950s, Australia has undergone profound change. However, the majority of its people are still loyal to
sunsets overcome and the lights begin to fade.
How did you know that's the album I just digitised?
He's got fucking ESP powers, man. He's got God on his side.
I just literally finished digitising it over to MP3.
Ain't that fucking a bit spooky?
What the?
Yeah, no, you put it down to coincidence. It's just coincidence, mate. There's so many people in the world now. Everybody's thinking and doing all the same things. You could go from here to Africa, you could go from here to Antarctica, you could go anywhere you like, mate. Anywhere in the world. And I guarantee you'll bump into somebody that just lives around the corner from you.
It's with the same COVID vax shot that the radio signals are transmitting over the airwaves through the 5G towers.
Yeah. G'day, mister. I just recognised who you were. You're talking a bit too close. You're clipping.
We're not... When it's on radio, it's not coincidence, it's coaccidence.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I reckon it all means we've been all tarred with the same brush.
We've all been in spots.
Anyway, good to hear out there, mister. I was thinking about you the other day. I said, yeah, shit, we haven't heard him for a while. He's going a bit quiet.
And with you. And also with you.
Well, that's something with you. I wish you'd fuck that people. Didn't get it then either. It was a big double.
Someone's got...
Right, we got the bitches out there. They're dropping carriers. They don't know how to make conversation, and they don't like it when other people know how to make conversation.
Tolerance control freak.
Turn the power on, Daddy.
Yeah, come on, let's fucking summon the demons, mate. Let's summon them. Let's summon the angel. Huh? What's the magic saying to summon the angel?
Am I ever going to...
Am I ever going to see your ass again? Was that what you're going to say? It goes like this. Hail Oriel. Hail Gabriel. Hail Raphael. Hail Michael.
Was that all mem...
You called Paulie?
Yeah, I said that once and Mick came out and said, yeah, what do you want?
Roger.
Get up on the you, quit stalling.
Hey Charlie, you still out there having a bit of a chuckle? Copy Charlie extra lengthened.
know. He's not here, he's not on the other one, he's doing something else. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, Roger. Tuesday night they've got something, something else happening. It's all good.
Oh, has he moved it from Saturday night to Tuesday?
From conversations that I had the other day, I think there is something going on Tuesday nights, yes.
Right, Roger.
You could be on a conference call with the Angels.
Well, you don't believe in all that shit, mate. They're not going to be talking to angels.
They're probably shooting their TV series, and the guy's Christian name.
They could be sitting there, am I ever going to see this again?
Even Charlie's Angels.
More like aliens.
I reckon we should employ a few, install them and see.
You're cutting out. I don't know what you're using, the handheld, or you're moving it around. The audio's coming through nice, but it's cutting out.
Let me talk.
Not using the right handheld, man. Man, I'm on a 2.5 watt handheld at the moment.
You're handling a whole 2.5 watts?
You say you got 2 what? What did you say?
Exactly. Welcome to 476.475 Sarcasm CP.
7.5 is alive.
Or is that 476.5? 476.75. Hang on. I'll start again. 476.475 FM.
What's the FM stand for?
Fucked up media.
I thought it stood for frequently mutilated.
So, frequently mutilated.
Foreskin man.
Yeah, it's not frequency, it's frequently. .476.475 Sarcasm FM. Listen to it from about 6 o'clock onwards. It's Dog's Breakfast FM.
Yeah, that's putting it nicely.
about 6 o'clock, there's all these drive-bys going on, getting past the stop sign, looking for that pig mole. Then you get the carriers. That don't do much.
No, carriers, they Klingons.
On the starboard deck.
See, better scrape them off.
Alright, the fire is now back in the wire.
Wow, man.
Like, that's fucking stupid. Just fucking hard. Can't fucking talk.
G'day to those people out there in Shepparton, 787 Melbourne, Paul St Albans. 30 kilometres west of the GPR Melbourne. We're waving the high five, putting the hammer down.
Oh, putting the hammer down, isn't he?
I think it was Shepparton. I hope it wasn't Will Perina.
No, I'm not sure. The idea was pretty quick anyway, and loud. Yeah, I think that might have been Shepparton, that one.
I couldn't say. I haven't got the right equipment set up to look at it at the moment. Nor is the antenna pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, I like those days when I had that Luke Yagi. The Channel 7 could be operating, right, the Melbourne one. I think that was it Cottrell? I think it was Cottrell. And I could turn me beam northeast, roughly, and sit there and talk to them on simplex. I used to bang in, mate, big time. And that was only with 25 watts back then. And I had a hard time fucking trying to convince them I was in Melbourne.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, I was getting into Channel 7 back then when I was out at Lansfield.
Ah, yeah, different location, mate. You should be able to pick everything from up there.
Yeah, that's when I built the 17-element Yagi that I had. That was pointing towards, I think it was sort of out Bacchus Marsh way, Dog Trap Road or something like that, up around that way.
Hey, don't worry, it's just a pissy little signal.
Yeah, roger that. I can't even handheld to get over it.
Playing with the wrong marbles, we're using tombolas.
Right.
Handheld.
Blow till I be to the breath of the spirit blowing in me.
Heaps of blowjobs. Sorry, what was that? Come again? obtain a signal before one can get in.
Nah.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. They've got to do better than that. I mean, I'm doing this with a...
I just can't believe it. Here we are way in the future and, 10, 20 and 30 and 40 fucking years ago, people knew how to key up and talk, mate. I want the fucking GA, mate. Everyone's sitting on the soil like fucking rats dropping carriers or something. Fucking what a boring life these cunts must have.
That's what the internet's done, is it, mate? More brain dead. Yeah, all they can do is key up, drop carriers now.
Yeah, life is short anyway. The more information you can hear and you can learn, the better you are off, whether you like it or not. But I think in this day and age, everybody just wants to be dumb and play dumb. They want to stay dumb. Nobody wants to fucking do anything. They're too fucking lazy, mate. They're too drugged, they're too fucked, they're too everything. They just want to, play the stupid card all their life.
They only want to hear what... They only want to hear what backs up what they want to hear.
Reckon they'd start talking about vibrators and condoms or what?
Well, that was pretty much talked about on the end, just in the subtle way.
I got the grasshopper, I got the grasshopper. Alright, you've been going for about 2 hours already, mister.
And at the age of 24, of course, in 1914, he joined up 3 weeks after the declaration of war in the 1st AIF as a foot soldier on the 2nd of September 1914. He didn't know where he'd be sent. He just volunteered to help his country through the crisis. Was sent for training in Egypt, having no idea of the fact that he'd be sent to collect evil, the sort of disaster that would turn out to be.
Yeah, there's a bit of activity on RMM. The Macedon one, yeah. Busy up there at the moment, a bit of activity talking.
might need to set up some more antennas.
Shoving it down now, and I'll resume. That show is on YouTube, D.
Oh, yep.
You know his call sign? Don't say it.
No, I'm not listening on there.
Yeah, just type his call sign in live and he's there.
Oh, yep.
There you go. There you go, I sent you the link.
Checking it. Tonight.
I know who that is, he was just here before.
Squeal. Squeak. That's all. Yep, squeals. Just squeal.
Years ago.
Squeal. Squeal.
Yeah, ATV, right? No.
Fucking hell, he's going to have to go far to find fate. Sort of fucking satanic sounds that.
Oh, I reckon it's time to put the handheld on charge. Time to go back. Time to... Oh. Oh. Back. Oh. Hey. Back.
There you go. You got audio? Yep. Channel 4's firing up. Don't know where it is. Who can make it?
Yeah, I think I heard it before. That's all. That's the one. That's all I heard you on 4 anyway before.
I was listening to something. What'd you say?
I heard you on 4 waving a hand out there. No one's out there. What's going on with all these repeaters? It's dead quiet out in this country.
Yeah, I only keyed up one. I couldn't key up anything else, so let a few more hours go.
Looks like tonight's not going to be the boomer of the night that I thought it was. It might be tomorrow, who knows?
Channel 6, I could hear a couple out there. I couldn't work out which one probably it was. Don't know.
Yeah, did you check out that link with all the repeaters over Victoria? Did you see how fucking many there are?
Oh yeah. There's a lot, some of those are still not, some of those are old ones too that aren't still operational, but yeah, some are running though.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm sure there's no latest updates in that thing. I'm sure a lot of them that are there are no longer there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jesus fucking sucked me off last night. Oh, your balls. Oh, your balls. Fucking Freemason Jewish dogs in this country. All the fucking Jews. Are you a cross-dresser? All the fucking Jews. You dress up as an Orthodox Jew. All the fucking Jews. From the box.
Toronto Press Weekend.
You dress up in lingerie. Only on the weekends. You like her?
I'm going to stop talking with that sort of breath. I'm getting fucking excited.
جواد أمان
using the wrong bait. You're not getting no bites.
Yeah, I think he's using a plain hook with no friggin' bait on it. Oh, there's the bee for the other one.
Get up there. Okay, here it is, 787 Melbourne waving the high five.
Yeah, you're in two repeaters on this one then. I heard the other idea and I heard the one you just responded to.
Roger, CQ Shepparton, 787 Melbourne calling.
Intervention order is in the mail.
You watch, they'll probably all romp home at about midnight when everybody's in bed.
Yeah, probably.
Right out, man, right out. Right on, Mr. Brash. Yeah, I like that one. Being a student is easy, but learning is what is the difficult part. easier for me to do it.
Go, mate. What am I doing?
The fuck have I heard that?
ATV. That's all.
I've upped the audio a little bit. I understand when I watched it on YouTube afterwards that it was soft and then it comes up, so I think it's maybe you tweaking it. So I've just tweaked it up a little bit. But
Just a little bit. Oh, they're busy with the carriers out there tonight. 27 meg still rocking? Don't know. Haven't got a meg radio set up.
Temperatura fixed. Jag räknar in så för bollen.
We could get everybody to get their receiver and their computer hooked up so they could receive it, and they'd probably fucking start wanking if they could receive a picture from their radio. To receive one.
that last transmission a message from Rasputin to column 32?
Fuck, this is not working, mate. Trying to fucking listen to ATV. Some cunt talking on sideband on 2 metres and fucking UHF Cb. Say it again, mister.
Oh, I'm just thinking that last message that came through was that Rasputin to column 32, RS232.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Rasputin 232. And you're talking a bit low too.
Yeah, Roger.
Let's turn the volume.
All good, man. I was just having a mind fuck.
Yeah, Roger. Mine was elsewhere. I didn't catch the fucking joke. Sorry.
All good. Oh, if you want to know what it was, I can tell you.
I got a thing there on one of my files where it says George Bush and Obama and John Kerry, Rasputin, Madonna, Tom Hanks, and many other people through time are all from the X amount of cousins apart.
Oh, no, what I was saying was nothing related to that.
I know that, but that's the only thing I got on Rasputin, mister. I don't know anything else about the bloke.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm sure the Russian Queen did.
But Boney M say at him.
Roger. Yeah, maybe that's better.
Better or better?
Depends on your perspective, I suppose. For a minute there, I forgot where I was.
That's what I say when I always hear that name. I used to say it on CB. Who are you? I'm Rumple Foreskin. Look out, there's Channel 3 Repeater, 787 Melbourne, waving a high five. Is that a real repeater beep or someone fucking around in the background? Yeah, no, it's someone fucking around in the background. Yeah, no, I don't got that program. That's Easy Pal, isn't it? Easy Pal? No, I got MMS TV, man.
I think that was Rasputin 2, column 32.
You have to speak into the mic, can't hear you. Can you barely hear him, but everyone else out there talking can't hear him at all because he's not on the repeater. Toby Cut.
Roger. I got scratchy then, but yeah, if you can hear us out there, dude, set your radio up for duplex on channel 3. Then you'll be transmitting on 33 into the repeater, and then we'll hear on channel 3 through the repeater. Otherwise, yeah, you're pushing shit uphill.
Scratchy man got more fleas than a dog. No, you still haven't done it. You got to find your duplex button or your button.
And even then, you've got to be lucky, depending on if you're in a position to be able to get in.
That's it.
You're doing at the moment.
That's it. If you
So you've got a good chance of it.
Can hear you on Simplex, all the way Whittlesea.
No big deal, no. You're about 30 years too late, mate. I sit here and Crawford has heard me in Lake Purrumbete and Colac, and they've heard me in Gippsland.
Tantan sudah kat mana? Tani habis. Selesai. Shen, sudah.
Fuck it. Boom, shaka-laka-laka, boom.
Boom, boom, that's what you got to do.
Roger, over.
K9 excrement.
Fuck the Charlies. And that.
Yeah, mate, the lowest fucking form of communication.
Bud band. And that.
And
Yeah, mate, where's all the happy little fucking Vegemites and that? Hi to all them people in King. Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's the fucking repeater doing all the work. You give that shit.
No, he's Simplex. No, he's coming back to me on Simplex.
Yeah, because he's hearing you through the repeater, you fucking Toby Cut. Fucking Toby Cut. Yeah, Whittlesea. Depends which part of Whittlesea you're in. You're pretty elevated there.
Nothing's to go. Looking for entertainment, but I don't know, mate. I wonder what they're doing with their mouth.
Who knows? Anyway. become. It's nice to see that the education system is working like a charm.
They have some time ago called Mumble.
Indeed, man. Yeah, it's pretty ordinary, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
The Australian education system at its finest.
Not saying nothing. They can't communicate no more.
Yeah, because they're millennials. Without a fucking phone in their hand, texting, they don't know how to hold a conversation. Text messages and fucking memes and all the bullshit via the radio, they'd use it flat out. But when they've actually got to communicate and talk and hold a conversation, they don't know how to do it because they're fucking millennials.
Oh, no keyboard.
What happened? What?
Not like us fucking Gen Xers. Fucking Dave's cunts.
Maybe their parents, when they were growing up, every time they tried to speak, they got slapped and told to shut up, but that's all they know how to do now.
Nah, it would have been when they had a theory, they would have just had an iPad or an iPhone thrown at them. That's the only way they know how to communicate is through one of them.
Yeah, because they're grown up in the thing, you can't hit me, I'll get you charged.
I'm going to divorce you, I'm going to divorce...
Yeah, mate, I'm going to have some breakfast, lunch, and some tea. Yep.
What's this, the shit direct radio? Oh shit, digital radio.
That's the receiver in all the fucking new radios now.
Yep. None of these fucking valve amplifiers.
Oh, no more fix.
Yeah, but you'd have to go and make a coffee, fucking maybe have some toast, mow the lawn, wash the car, come back and go, yep, the valves have warmed up.
Yeah, no, it takes a couple of minutes, mister. Oh, yeah. No, I used to use it on the Channel 7 in Cottrell. Nothing can tell you.
Roger.
It's probably in the tip anyway, because I gave one of them to Dave Brunswick and he took it to New South Wales. And he's no longer around, so it's probably in the tip up there.
Roger that. All in landfill.
That's it. The old e-waste now, e-waste.
You know, we're going for 4 hours last night.
You don't have to fucking tell me, I know that.
Fuck, you talk too much shit.
A long time between drinks. Now you know I have to go for a piss, mate. I was fucking, mate, I was hanging on like I've never hanged on in my life.
Oh, Thursday up, late Thursday, early Friday. Depends on what time I finish. So you'd be happy you won't hear me on the wireless.
Yeah, that's it. You probably, it doesn't matter. I'm sure somebody will think you're still around, I'm sure of it.
I won't be on the wireless, man. And that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm sure people out there will talk about you like you're here still.
Like I care. I'm a rock star. Everybody loves me.
Yeah, there's 2 6s out there.
Yep, I heard 2 before myself, yep.
I get out shit. I can only hear 1. You need 2 5s. I heard Mount Buller coming in before.
Don't even bother checking there. Yeah, I don't clear it up. I don't do nothing there. But I have flicked past once and actually heard Buller. You know, call sign come out.
Roger. Time to crash soon and do it all again tomorrow. No good.
I'm not far off myself doing the same.
Sorry, positive Earth. Negative.
Yeah, fine business, fine business.
And,
I heard that.
Fine business, fine business.
It's out there, man. They can't play unless they got people talking.
Oh, it's great out there. I haven't got signals. Oh, someone's been paying out dropping carriers during the day, though.
Do that.
Yeah, we haven't seen one here yet tonight, have we, really?
What a signal.
If you think about the hair and the tortoise, it's not who gets there first, it's who's there at the end.
They'll be banging their heads and they'll disappear before the end. They're about that. Can't fix stupid anyway.
Yeah, I've got a thing there. I'll have to send it to you. It says you can't fix Mount Stupid.
And you can't fix the repeater on top of Mount Kick a Can along. Oh no, they're going to time it out. For whatever we will do, we might just have to revert to simplex.
Nah. All I got to do is this. I got my bell here. This used to be in my old man's nightclub, because he used to also cook meals. And when the meals were cooked, he'd ring the bell and the waitresses would come and pick them up. And anyway, it's the same as those bells that used to be on door shops 30 and 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Anyway, all I've got to do is ring it. Every time I ring it, it's just got to ring once. It's enough to clip the repeater and make it come back. You watch. See what it does?
Roger.
So as long as I'm here, they can't fucking time it out.
There's other ways to stop that too.
Ding ding, go to bell.
Just over deviation, that's all it is.
Yeah, because the repeater set to 12 and a half.
The repeater can be...
Got to move that Miyagi.
Roger. I was trying to... Repeater. Can. Be.
Alright, I've got my 2 meat pies with sauce.
Excited.
Push me, shove you. Oh yes, there's fucking who.
You can have up-down converters. You can do all kinds of clever things. And, this is a wonderful way to do radio. Actually, I have to say, I've built many of these types of receivers over the years. We use them often to limit the complexity of the digital receivers, of the software radios, to limit the bandwidth, to improve the selectivity of a digital system by adding an analog system in front of it that has performance characteristics that are better for the particular task. Now, these do have a disadvantage. They tend to be physical devices. They tend to be larger. Of course, everything's miniaturized, and we have lots of wonderful circuitry now. You can just go on the web and find any mixer you want that has wonderful performance and low-noise amplifiers that are incredible. And it's this golden age of components and parts and the ability to put together almost anything you want. But they do take space. They often use power, so you will end up with energy dissipation in these circuits. That's often actually dissipation, and you will have an equivalent digital process that does the stages. They also, importantly, I think, exhibit variability. So your filters can drift. If you have a very narrowband filter and its response drifts as a function of temperature, and you're in a place where the radio has to operate over a range of temperatures, it can be very difficult to
What's this rubbish?
tune that out unless you have, a human being sitting
Better than listening to a carrier.
Sometimes
Well, it gives the idiot some fucking knowledge, man.
What ham-fag knowledge?
It's all electronic communication.
Well, it's above most of the freaks out there anyway.
You got CB. Just above that is amateur radio.
Sitting here thinking, yep, look at them, they're all drowning in it because they don't know what the fuck it's about.
Oh, maybe they're just mentally filtering it out.
VK3, Toby Cat.
Yeah, fine business there, fine business. VK3 Delta Charlie.
Tango.
Maybe we need a third order Freemason filter.
Oh, well, that's it. Anyway, I'll go. I'll catch everyone later.
Yeah, fine business there, Darren. It was nice to make the contact. 7-3, and we'll talk to you later. 7-3, OM.
Side there, good buddy.
Yeah, you've been a solid 5 by 9 there, Darren, over.
That's a big 10-inch rubber dicky.
And I'll make sure I give you a QSL by the Bureau.
And do you think you'll have any time on the weekend to play a game of bowls?
Yeah, that's affirmative there, Paul. And then we might go to the RSL and have a beer, and maybe we might go around to Mavis' place and do the gardening and prune the roses.
It's about that time of year to the roses, isn't it? Very much the winter months is when you trim the roses.
Oh, we could all go around to Paulie's place and play bocce.
And what's that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, well, I'll play you a game of bridge.
All I know is every rose has its thorn.
Would you like to play a game of bridge there, Paul, over? Or maybe gin?
I'll have a gin. With tonic, please.
Most of the people on here wouldn't even know how to fucking play Snap.
You don't be asked.
Not on the computer, there's no hope.
I'm sitting here talking on the wireless and playing solitaire on the PC.
Uno. Door again. 700 again.
Anyway, kids, enjoy. I'm out of here.
All right.
Have a good night, man.
See you.
Yeah, that's gone past the point of no return.
this is 787 Melbourne. Paul St Albans waving a high five.
150